Jean-Paul Sartre says existentialism is a humanism. Well, I say Star Trek is a humanism. Humanism is a philosophy which emphasizes the importance of humans, especially of human activity and of human will. Beyond that, it's a pretty versatile idea. There is such a thing as secular Enlightenment humanism, and there is such a thing as secular postmodern existentialist humanism, like Sartre. But then there's also such a thing as Christian humanism, and there is such a thing as Jewish humanism, Buddhistic humanism, and there are other kinds of humanism. Well, Star Trek is one of those kinds. Star Trek's version of humanism has a heavy emphasis on human beings as the growers, the strivers, the adventurers, and explorers. This, I think, is probably the most consistent theme out of all the ideas explored in Star Trek. Just to name a few of the examples. This is something we hear at the very beginning of Star Trek, at least chronologically. Well, very close to the very beginning. This is the theme of the song at the beginning of the Star Trek Enterprise series. The theme of human beings as the growers, the strivers, the adventurers, and explorers. And then it's the very last thing we hear from Star Trek chronologically. This is at the end of Star Trek Nemesis. This is exactly what Captain Picard tries to explain to Data's brother. And Picard maintains this throughout the series, The Next Generation. And Captain Kirk says something about this, when he says that there is no paradise without a challenge, at least not for human beings. And this, I think, is probably the basic difference between humans and Vulcans. Or at least you can make a good case that it's the basic difference, or one of the basic differences, that Vulcans are satisfied with mere rationality. Humans are not satisfied with mere rationality unless it also comes with growth, with adventure, with striving, with having a challenge to face. And there is quite a bit more. I'll close with this one mention of one sentence at the end of the first Star Trek film. It appears, if I remember correctly, on the screen right before the credits appear, and I think it captures Star Trek's version of humanism rather nicely. It says, "The human adventure is just beginning."